Hey everybody, welcome to a different video from what I usually do, from my normal content path. I'm going to be getting into an FDA recall that is not your average recall, because typically with a recall, something kind of slips through the cracks, a mistake is made, something's overlooked. But in this case, there is some shady stuff going on, and it's caused a handful of people their lives, and has made a lot of people pretty sick. So before I get into it, I'd like to extend my condolences to the families and the circles of the people who were affected by this in any serious capacity, whether it's severe illness or, passing. Okay, so I'll get into the recall. I'm just going to kind of read the top of what the company has said. At Profit Premium Blends, which I guess is maybe the umbrella company or something, we prioritize the health and safety of our consumers above all else. I don't know how, now that the tests of the FDA has tested their product, I don't know how well that first sentence is going to hold up, because clearly they do not. Again, usually if something gets missed or something is like contaminating their stuff, it's not intentional. But in this case, you will see that it was intentional. It's not something that slipped through the cracks. And then the second sentence, we've been made aware of reported incidents involving our product, their product name, due to consumers becoming ill after consuming the entire chocolate bar, and some products containing higher levels of muscimol, don't know how to say that correctly, the normal, which is a component of certain mushrooms that is actually toxic at a pretty quick threshold. Yeah, so anyways, if you want to pause and read the rest of that. But if we go into the beginning of the recall, when I started following this thing earlier this year, oh man, in June, it started popping up that people were getting sick. And then it took a while, but then the company finally did a recall notice way after the FDA did. That's how I remember it. It took them quite a few days to really respond. And then they started, they made a statement on this. I believe that any company that has this stuff going on, it should be instant. That stuff should be ripped off the shelves. That's if people are getting sick, especially if people are getting sick, undeclared allergens or whatever it may be. Get off the shelf, hold it, wait to see what's going on. Just don't let anybody buy and consume it. So finally, they tested the product, and we're going to look at the results of that testing. We're going to look at the table. So the muscimol is the component of any mushroom that can become toxic. Well, not any mushroom, but several mushrooms that can become toxic. But there's other stuff that's not mushroom related that was found in these bars and gummies. So of course they're going to find this. I believe this is just the psychedelic recreational product that people enjoy at home. And I think that's supposed to be in there. But the interesting stuff is, well, these two components here. Pregabalin, weird word. That's the active ingredient of Lyrica. And Lyrica is a drug used to treat fibromyalgia and seizure disorders, and in some people, GAD, which is generalized anxiety disorder. It is a prescription drug. So let's look at Lyrica. It's a prescription drug that, why is it being found in three of their bars, in the chocolate bars? Oh, so it was the chocolate bars that all got tested. So yeah, why is Lyrica being found in chocolate bars? That's insane. That's like they crushed, that's, I don't know, you don't crush up and put any prescription drug in anyone's consumable, something that they're gonna eat. Another interesting thing is this one here, dihydrococaine, dihydrocaveine. I don't know how to say it, but that's these two components, or maybe these three components are found in kava root or kava supplements. Kava is also it's a supplement that promotes relaxation, but they're mixing it with something you already that should only be prescribed to people, not. Yeah, this is not Lyrica is not a supplement. It is a prescription drug. A lot of these drugs for these disorders have plenty of drug interactions, especially with supplements that mess with your mood or your serotonin, such as a more common interaction with SSRIs and something like St. John's wort and or valerian root. You should not be mixing those things together. So imagine someone's already taking one of these medications, or somebody is taking Lyrica because they have fibromyalgia, but they have the undisclosed dose of Lyrica in their chocolate bar as well, when they think they're just getting the ingredients that are on the chocolate bar, which Lyrica was not, listed on the ingredients, because they would have got stopped there, and they should have. So if you're already on some sort of antidepressant or anti-anxiety or fibromyalgia or epilepsy medication, this is going to heavily interfere with it. This, more than probably anything else. Maybe a little bit of the kava, but right here you already have an interaction. So that's insane to find things unrelated to mushrooms, but not over the counter, but a prescription medication and kava root extracts. And kava is in mostly all of them. Mixing kava with Lyrica is just insane. Let's look at Lyrica side effects. Remember, side effects are effects of the medication. They're just the undesired effects. All consistent with illnesses reported towards the beginning of this whole thing. So it was disclosed that there was kava in there, but not the Lyrica. Lyrica is just insane. The kava is one thing, mixing that with psilocybin or whatever, that's, that probably happens. But a prescription drug is just next level. Like, come on. That's just, I can't even, yeah. So if we look at the symptoms, I guess it doesn't describe the symptoms. I think on the app I have, it showed me the symptoms. But it was pretty consistent with side effects from Lyrica. Yeah. I mean, look at all this. Breathing problems, dizziness, eye effects, muscle problems, heart rhythm changes, and could be allergic to it. There's a reason it's a prescription drug. All these issues. The CEO of the company, or whoever's in charge of formulation, which I'm sure that's who it is not in a position to give anybody that medication. And even if they were, it would have to be through a specific prescription and fulfilled by a pharmacist, or that's crazy. I don't know. I'll stop there, but I just thought it was interesting because the company is acting very concerned, but then they're crushing up prescription medication for fibromyalgia that has a whole bunch of drug interactions and side effects, and just putting it in their product. Like, that's extremely illegal on so many levels, and that's that's not even the worst part. The worst part is how sick and how fatal it could be, and it is proven to be both. So I'm very interested to see what their next statement is going to look like, and I'm pretty certain that this company is no longer going to be able to operate. Because that's crazy. anyways, yeah, I'm gonna do more of these, especially when it involves, or the case involves neglect or something kind of shady like this. Those ones are particularly interesting to me. And I do want to get those warnings out too, because I want these companies to, I want to help these companies find some accountability and really put out there, that they did something directly wrong, because a mistake is, can be unavoidable. Things can be, there can be an oversight, or things can slip through the cracks again, but there's no excuse to poison people directly. Like, come on. It's disgusting. It's sick. Thanks for watching, everybody. And yeah, that's all I got. I'll think of something more clever as I start to do these videos more frequently. Hopefully this doesn't happen a lot, so I don't have to do these videos too frequently. But let me know what you think of this format. If you're a Stardew Valley content follower, this probably isn't on the Venn diagram of like the content you like, but I just figured I would give it a shot because it's just bothering me. I hate stuff like this, and I love reporting on. I hate the content. I hate that it happens, but I love reporting on it and bringing awareness to it, so that these neglectful companies can go under. Yeah, they don't deserve to serve anything to people, because it makes the people doing the right thing look bad, and now everyone's going to be scared to buy similar products. So yeah, I'll actually stop there. And with that, you have an amazing rest of your week and be safe. Don't forget to call a taxi or Uber if you've been drinking and you're not at home. And yeah, stay awesome.